All right, took a trade today. Full stop out. So $10,000 down on the accounts, $500 per account. Ended up reversing right at my stop out. And that's just part of the game sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and cover that. Powell is testifying again today. Luckily, the rest of the week, we have CPI and PPI coming out later this week. So hopefully better movement is around the corner, which I'm excited about. Yeah, these streams happen, or these recaps happen from the live streams that happen every day, Monday through Friday, 8:20 a.m. Central Time on the main channel, Trades by Matt. So make sure you go subscribe and come hang out in the live streams. Let's get into the recap. Yo, good morning. Welcome. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. This is what it looks like today. Alrighty, let's get into it, shall we? Daily chart. I mean, somewhat of an ominous candle yesterday on the daily, to be fair. Doji after a 700 800 point push, whatever that is, 900 points, whatever that little trend is. Fairly ominous to have a doji at the top. That being said, we floated it pretty nicely. I'm not one to typically want to fade all-time highs, okay? It's not my vibe. That being said, if we cannot pop the prior high from yesterday, I think we are due for a little pullback. But that's just the daily chart speaking from me. And at the end of the day, can we run the prior high and just push into infinity? Yes. But in terms of cheap trades go, this is pretty cheap to me. The question is, do we run it off the open or not, right? But watching for yesterday's high, 72s or whatever it is, 72, 73s, shorts off of that, I think it's pretty interesting. If you pop the prior high and then come back in, I don't really know what that means, but something to watch out for, I guess, is all I'm trying to say. 71, I guess, 75, maybe. That's IB, I guess. Anyways, something to watch out for there. Again, it's not really my style to short all-time highs. It's typically just rocket fuel, right? But daily perspective, it does look a little like a pullback could be happening. News-wise today, wholesale inventory is at 9 o'clock, crude oil at 9:30, and that's it. If you're still trading by noon, you got notes. So am I saying that I am short bias on the day? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that there's a potential of the daily structure trying to play out. But at the end of the day, we are at all-time highs, and we all know what happens at all-time highs, right? We push higher. Now, another thing that should be at all-time highs is pressing the thumbs up button down below. If you haven't yet, make sure you click it so that I can read the dad joke of the day. Powell in front of Congress at 10. I did not see that on here. Oh, Powell testifies. It's right in my face. Powell testification at 9 o'clock. It's gonna be more or less the same as yesterday. I don't really plan on streaming it today. Maybe for a few minutes, but I'm not super enthused to do that. I hate trading Powell. Yeah, yesterday we actually had some pretty decent movement, to be fair. I stopped watching around 11 or so. Maybe it was noon. I don't really remember, but I stopped watching. I didn't watch the afternoon yesterday, so I have no idea what the afternoon session looked like, but we had some pretty decent movement yesterday, all things considered. Okay, so opening range was 30 points, 35 points. That's smaller than yesterday. The good news is that tomorrow and Friday we have news 7:30. We should get some good movement. Tomorrow, Thursday and Friday of this week. Matt, have you ever thought about living in another country or state for better tax advantages? Asking because I see a lot of others talking about it. No, I mean, like, jokingly, yes. But I have kids, and I want my kids to be raised up in America and go to school here and be around their grandparents. And we have a lot of friends here. I value my friendships, my kids being around their grandparents in some capacity more than moving to a different country to save some money. As far as state goes, Texas is pretty advantageous for taxes. It's not like we don't have state income tax. We have to do a property tax, but it's not the worst. It's one of the better states out there. So I'm fine with staying here. There's gonna be some civil dispress if we don't get the dad jokes in. Is it? Are we lit? Oh, it is lit. My bad. All right, and right in time too for being green lighted to trade. Okay, July 10th, Wednesday, hump day. Did you hear about the whale that swallowed a clown? It felt funny after. Mid 3 out of 10. Wow, I kind of like that one. I'm not gonna lie. Tough crowd. That one was the worst. Okay, wow. Relax. Everybody chill. Take a breather. I feel like that like checked every box for just a great dad joke. A little corny, a little clever, and pretty stupid. We got juice up above. I imagine we just keep running, to be perfectly honest. I just don't feel comfortable with these. Like, these moves aren't big enough for me to really feel comfortable getting in. New all-time highs. We just ran the prior high. I mean, that's a 50-point rotation top to bottom. Just pretty mellow in doing so, huh? I don't hate this, and I don't hate this. One's obviously a little bit more aggressive. But the 40 VWAP value area low, a little bit of volume down here. Little untested wick. Both of those are interesting spots to me, so I'll take the little bit more aggressive route since we are near all-time highs, and it seems like we just boost out every time. And I think invalidation looks more like this. Don't know if I get filled. I kind of doubt I get filled at this point. Seem to be hugging the middle of the range and 50s, 50 psych level, but we'll see. Okay, well, that's the kick up that I wanted to see. Just I wanted a little bit more sweep. Are you doing any trading or just chit chat? I would like to trade. Oh, look at this. Look at this fool. Can we copy match trades and profit? Are you doing any trading or just chit chatting? There is a brand new wick test video. You asked this yesterday, or no, you didn't. You asked this a couple days ago. Okay, good. Bro, he's been around here for weeks. Don't copy my trades. You're gonna get wrecked. Don't be an idiot. Literally, stop being an idiot. We not fool. Hamburger, cheeseburger. Recently I've been into cheeseburgers. The last like 2 years of my life, I've been into cheeseburgers. Prior to that, I would never order cheese on a hamburger. I didn't really like cheese, but I've kind of have opened up to liking some cheese. What's the strategy today? Watching for point of control, which is the bottom of the range that we've been holding. Currently midpoint on the actual true daily range, but it's the bottom of the short-term last 25-minute range. So I'll watch for 55s, 56s or so. If we break 55s, then I'll be watching for 45 with value area low VWAP, assuming we get a pullback in any capacity. We might just end up ripping it, and I honestly have no idea. The problem is that the dips are just not very juicy yet. And I know there will always be people shorting all-time highs. It's literally inevitable. It literally sends us higher, so there's obviously a lot. That being said, there are a few things that I hope that people get from the stream. To be patient, to not feel the need to trade all the time, to be smart, maybe a wick test, maybe initial balance, things like that. Like I like, you know, leaving a little slight legacy in the trading world behind, ideally, on some mental. The other one that I would hope that I leave behind is don't short all-time highs. Just let it, just don't do it. I learned from you, no mobile trading. Yeah, no mobile trading. Man, that's a big one. Delta looks fine. Taking this order off. Like, we got juice in 800. Like, longing 80 could have produced 15 points. And that's just, it's hard. Hard to want to take it. And hard to, like, it's easy to not short it for me. It's hard to take the longs for me without it being like a pullback. But like these, like, just breakout slow grinds are tremendously hard for me to trade, to be perfectly honest. It's like, you can feel that we're just going to get sucked higher. Liquidity's higher. You can feel that we're just going to get sucked higher and it's just going to be like this slow grind. But it's so hard to get into for me. Because there's always the chance that, and seemingly it always happens, when you do finally get in, it yoinks. I asked my date to meet me at the gym. She never showed up. That's when I knew we weren't going to work out. Dave with the consistent bangers. We need Dave to rewrite next year's dad joke calendar. These things sell like hotcakes. All right, let's roll over a little bit, yeah? Like, roll over, go trade 80. Value area high. Top of a little range. I mean, that's like not really a pullback. It's like 10 points, but it just kind of feels like that's like the type of pullback we're getting. All right. I'm long 78. Overnight highs definitely seem somewhat in play currently. Potentially 10 points lower. I don't know. Definitely an option. See if we can hold the line. Watching Delta. Seems like we cracked that double bottom. Yeah, there you go. We'll sweep the double bottom. I'm fine holding on to this for a little longer. Comes the overnight highs. Rotation into point of control seems possible. How many points lower is that? 7 points lower. Not very aggressive selling. Got a minute left on this candle. On the 5-minute candle. 5-minute structure. I'm putting in a lot of wicks. I'm gonna see how we close out. Close out below overnight highs. I'll kill the trade most likely. We put in a wick and we push above. I'll be pulling this up a little bit to new highs. If we can close above really like 70s. Would then be like more like looking for like this type of play. Uh, 20 seconds. A little bit of sellers trying to come in off that little push. We'll see if we can get some more buyers here. I mean, it's looking like a decent close, to be perfectly honest. See. Close here, I stay in. Yeah, I'm staying in. That's the prior open. Overnight highs. I liked the close. It's a little heavy. It's a Ligma. I don't know. Let's see. I'll either get stopped out or we'll push a little bit. Holding volume. I really should be potentially moving this down a little bit, but I'm not going to do that. But volume and VWAP both are definitely on the table. Definitely a Ligma. If I was not already in, I would be snagging that. I can tell you that. If I was not already in, I did not think that we were going to flush it like that. But I would get in right here. This to me seems like a good trade. But I think I get stopped out. It'll be $10,000. $500 an account, per account. Point and control buy is juicy. Anybody take that? Point and control. It's good for a couple points. So I got liquidity both ways. I like the push into highs still. I think it's gonna happen. I think I might get stopped out in the meantime. But I mean, buyers are looking good. It's gonna be very close. If I get stopped out here, then I think it probably pushes right afterwards. That's the type of closeness that I think we're at. I mean, missed it by a point. It looks like I get stopped out. I'm stopped out. We'll watch VWAP. I'm gonna go and get on out of here though. I'm not gonna bother trading this right now. We'll see what the rest of the day brings post testimony. But odds of me being totally done for the day are pretty high. I would not be shocked to see us rip from here. I'm just not willing to lose more than 500 bucks. That's 10,000. 10,000 on the day. So getting back a little bit. Sitting accounts are at 52,120, 52 flat, 52,100, excuse me. Averaged out 52,100. I think that we bounce here, to be perfectly honest. I just, I'm not willing to bring that down post under 50. So we'll see what happens the rest of the day, but I'm going to get on out of here. Enjoy the testifications that are happening, and I'll see you tomorrow for some good price action.